Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. Um, I, while I haven't been doing a lot of coloring lately, I have still been doing some book buying because apparently shopping has been my hobby. Most of these are pretty much new releases, so I figured I would show these today. I also have a couple of digital, fairly new releases to show as well, which I will do at the end of the video. Well, I mean, you can get paper copies of them, but I got the digital version. So let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to start with the one that I was most excited about, which really, I guess, should surprise none of you. Hang on, let me get my lighting a little bit better shape. So Teresa Goodridge has put out a book with cats. It's A Cat's World. Wouldn't surprise me if she does one for dogs as well because she usually incorporates both a lot in her books. And somebody had told me about this and it was immediately on my pre-order. It looked like the Dover site actually put it up for sale before Amazon did, which was a shame, but I just decided to go ahead and wait on my pre-order. From a glance into this book, I just have to flat out say that this is going to be my favorite Teresa Goodridge book. It is so cute. Here is the little paragraph description if you want to pause and read. And then we'll get started. I don't know any cat that would look that comfortable in a bath, but okay. Especially three at the same time. I love the little bubbles all around them though. That is really cute. Gardening assistance, taste tester. I've seen numerous times that cats can't detect sweet on their taste buds, but I gotta say, I got a lot of cats that seem to like sweet stuff. So if it's not sweet, then it must be something that they're um, getting from that. Not that they get anything very often. I'm just talking little licks here and there. So cats love clean laundry. That's like one of those standards as a cat person. If you have clean clothes and you put them anywhere that a cat can get to them, they will lay on them. I gave up a long time ago worrying about cat hair unless I'm wearing like black clothing. That's about the only time that I really worry about the lint rollers. The rest of the time I'm just like, this is the cat hair is who I am as a person. Very cute. Where I've been crocheting those woobles, I figured the cats would take a real interest in the yarn because when I was crocheting years ago, they really loved getting into the yarn under my supervision, of course. I wouldn't just leave it out for them. You don't want to do that. um, Anything with a string on it, don't leave it out for a cat because they will swallow it, and that's usually going to require surgery to because they can get wrapped. So it's kind of dangerous for kitties. Anyway, Tiger, the cat I had, used to love yarn. That was his. I would buy him all kinds of toys, and other than a little jingly bell that he loved, that a little string of yarn playing with him, like one on one, was his favorite toy. He was very simple. Love this picture. Love that little foot just up in the air. Oh, he's going after the butterfly. I didn't even see the butterfly till then. Love the kitty pun books there. I love that kitty cake. That is really cute. Oh my gosh, during the day, I will walk by our bedroom and Leroy and Bagheera will be sprawled out in that bed, and I'm like, you are just mocking us now. Like, we'll get up and they'll eat breakfast and they'll go back and just lay down, and I'm like, that's so unfair. Yeah, that's about right. Less playing, more napping. Most of mine are older now, and while they do still like to play some, most of them, most really the only toys they get any sort of traction in this house are the Yow catnip bananas. They'll get a little wild with those, but um, and a laser light every now and then. But for the most part, they're not super playful. So that it's really they're all such cute pictures in this book. Yep, that's pretty much me. That's one thing I like following Anne because she has a bunch of fish tanks, and one of the things I like listening to her during her coloring chats is talk about her fish, and I would love to have some. I know the cats would enjoy it, but like I know in reality like they require some maintenance and time and energy wise, I don't know if I can devote that to cleaning owlfish tanks on the regular. So I certainly wouldn't want any fish to suffer poor living conditions because of my neglect. So, yep, closets, wardrobes. Leroy tries to get in the little wardrobe I have every single time I open it. Oh, that's so cute. He's got his little paw around her. It's almost like mom and dad at the beach with the kids or something. Yeah, that's about right. They feel like they have to help in pretty much any situation, even when they're not necessary. Anyway, yes, this is definitely my going to be my favorite Teresa Goodridge book, and it is really cute. I actually really like the colors she used for this picture. So I might, whenever I do this picture, I might try to mimic this. I don't know. Let's see. I do apologize if I seem a little quiet and paging through a little slower than I normally do. It's a little early in the morning before I start work, and I'm out of creamer, but I'm still drinking coffee because I need it to wake up. So I'm just not quite as sharp as I usually am. RJ Hampson has put out a new book, Christmas Tiny Homes, It's a coloring book plus a bonus 3D village color and build. And this is typical RJ Hampson matte cover. Now, I've said that I don't like Christmas as much as like Halloween, and I usually don't do a lot of Christmas coloring, but there are some really cute Christmas books. Each year, I always manage to still pick up a couple because they're just really cute books. So, and this was one of them. I love his art, so I immediately was like, yes, let's do this. The 3D village is also very interesting when we get to that. If you want to pause and look and read. Each of his pages usually has a title to it, which I always like when they do that. Trying to speed up this time a little bit. Love that with the black background. That's a pretty picture. So I've said I typically struggle with coloring houses and buildings, but this book was so cute I couldn't pass it up. And there are so many like other things other than the buildings in a lot of these pictures that I feel like, you know, they're just a small part of it rather than the whole picture per se. So I hope it's pretty shallow when he crosses there. I think Santa's making this a challenge for him. Look at these things in the water just waiting for him. Actually, that dude's probably sitting there looking at Santa like, forget the presents. Can you, like, get me a ride out of here? I mean, is he there because he wants to be, or did he just decorate? Like, is this a Tom Hanks situation where he's stranded and just was trying to make things festive? Like, he's like, Santa, the real present was getting me out of here, especially if I had these things to look at every day. Like, he's just creating a challenge for him. He's just setting him up to get eaten. All right. I swear. They know when I'm on video and they're like, let's make as much noise as possible. That is cute. So this feels like a thicker book than it usually does. Oh, I love this picture. And that's because the village is a bonus. Like there's the typical number of images in this book to color, and then the Christmas village is an addition. So keep that in mind. He kept the same number of pages as he typically does in his books. I think this might be my favorite one in here. But y'all know how much I love like Tropical Island Santa. I think those are the funnest pictures. Which reminds me, I need to probably get out that Christmas in July Ava Brown book I have and do another picture in there. Oh, that's definitely not going to end well for Santa, looks like. Well, if he gives them a present, maybe he won't eat them. 3 cranky camels. So it's like the house is on the lake. Well, at least you wouldn't have to worry about neighbors a lot. I mean, unless they knew how to ice skate, you wouldn't have to worry about, vacuum cleaner salesmen knocking on your door all the time. All right, build bonus color and build Christmas village. So you can build your own Christmas village. So these are all the different ones that are available in the set. And you can actually cut them out and make them 3D, like the way you fold them and stuff. He does have build videos for these at, let me pause this, rjhampson.com or on YouTube. Now, what I probably would do is, I don't know, I might would try like one on this paper just to see. But I would say if you're going to try to fold them and hold them up, because this paper is thinner, I might would try to copy this on the cardstock. That might be the easier way to go about it. So you have all these little buildings that you can color and then cut out, and it shows you where to glue, it shows you where to fold. Like I said, if I would work on this, and it might be a project to work on every year, like do a few a year or something. I don't know if I would like be able to do it all in 1 year or whatever, but it is cute. It is a cute idea. There's all kinds of different ones back here. Oh, and here is the assembly instructions here in the back. So you have all those as well. So there we go. Oh, color palette, if you decide to write down what colors you're using. And there is Christmas Tiny Homes. Now I did get this one. Each year I've really wanted to do like an advent calendar kind of coloring, where either I color, 25 days worth of small pictures or something like that. And there's a couple advent calendar coloring books that I haven't picked up yet. Sachin Sachdeva has released one. You can get the non-color by number or color by number version. I figured for me the color by number would be the way to go. This might help me since I've really been coming up short on my coloring. There are a few books I was hoping to finish by the end of the year, and I don't know if I can. If I actually stuck to this would give me another book to complete this year, which would be pretty cool. So matte cover, Amazon printed, looks like his typical color palette in the back. He has published over 230 books. That is that is some productivity right there. And I think what is Anne's channel called now? Anne's Colorful Life, I think. I mentioned her earlier. I think she's doing a Advent color along. It might be in this book. If it is, I will link it to the bottom in the description under the book information. So if you guys want to participate, you can go over and check that out. So these are not overly complicated color by number pages. which is good if you're trying to do one a day. On the opposite page, the numbers that you will be coloring with, I believe, are highlighted and the other ones are darkened, so you, at a glance, you can tell which ones that you're going to be using. I like the snowman a lot. These are some pretty big areas, so if you are worried about like burning up a lot of markers on this, crayons might be crayons or pencils. I don't know, maybe even watercolor would be a good way to fill in a lot of these bigger spaces. I just bought a new set of the 50 Wise Brand markers last month, and while I have plenty of markers to use up, I think that'll probably be what I use in this book. As far as I can use them before they start to run out, I think is probably what I'm going to do. Though, like I said, on backgrounds like this, I might mix in some crayon, do some marker outline with some crayons or something. Love that picture. And that one's cute too. And there we go. He's got lists in the back of some of his other books, some pages if you want to do write out what colors you're using, a testing sheet, and so on. Jen Racine has a couple books she has published recently. Actually, where's the other one? I have another one of hers I just picked up. There it is. Okay. I was like, I just remembered I had picked up another one of hers, and it had come separate of some of the others. Alright, so some of the ones she's published recently have been a little bit shorter. Like, this is a typical size coloring books. These are a little bit shorter than a typical coloring book, about the same width though. These are part of her series. It's a 10-minute mental health moment coloring book. This is the Hello Retro Christmas, which is her newest release. And these are just really simple images, obviously in a shorter book that, you know, the whole goal of it is it takes maybe just 10 minutes to color the page. It gives you a moment of hopefully relaxation and 10-minute span of relaxation and relief from stress and anxiety. I really could use, I think one way I can get back into coloring is to do small bits of it instead of hours and hours right now, and so these seemed really appealing to me, just so I could get them done a little faster. She does have a hashtag for this, like if you tag it in Instagram and stuff, so if you want to pause and read that. We have a book belongs to, and then our pictures. This is a cream kind of colored paper instead of white paper. Doesn't bother me, but I know some people might have issue. Some people may not like that. So, hey, Scamper, hang on, I'm moving some stuff. I think she probably wants over here. How you doing this morning, girl? Hmm? Oh, the little squirrel in his sweater. It's so cute. I'm hoping by taking like, 10, 20 minutes to do these types of pictures might get me more in the mood to color like, bigger pictures. I think I have mentioned, but I am definitely officially in a coloring slump. I guess it's just been the stress of starting a new job and putting most of my energy towards that right now. Usually after work, I'm not wanting to. Coloring feels a bit overwhelming to me right now. I'm just not really in the mood to sit there and pick out colors and spend a lot of time on anything. I have been doing some of my woobles. That's so cute with the little sweaters. I've been doing some of the woobles crocheting, but mostly I've just been sitting there and doom scrolling on Twitter and watching TikTok videos. Oh, he would be cute for Foxy February. But it's just, yeah, I'm in a slump, which is not surprising because this has been probably a couple of the most challenging months, definitely of the year. It's been the most challenging time this year I've had. And it's been about a year since I really had a slump. When Maggie passed away, September last year, was the last big slump that I had. And so it's been about a year, which is really good actually, because in previous periods I would basically have a quarter where I'd color a lot, and then a quarter or a couple months that I wouldn't, and so I kind of went back and forth a lot. Love that picture. So, not surprising. I'm trying not to worry too much about it as I stare at all my coloring supplies and books just sitting there. They're not going anywhere. Sorry, I missed a page. I wonder how many pages are in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So you'd have a little more than a month of coloring in here if you did like one picture a day. I was thinking you could kind of use this as an advent calendar as well, though because this is more than a month's worth of images, this would be a good one to start over Thanksgiving and work towards like the end of December. So just an idea. She has a fall version that she had put out, Hello Beautiful Fall, also part of this 10-minute mental health moment series. I went ahead and picked that up. This isn't a new release, but similar concept. I like that the squirrel is trapped inside the acorn. My, how the tables have turned. One of the tools that I was really looking forward to using in terms of picking palettes was I had purchased the Sarah Renee Clark color cubes. I think I got both. I have the palettes, but I'm lazy and would much prefer them to be in card form. But I still don't have those. I believe there's been shipping delays and everything else, but needless to say, I knew it was going to be a while, but I really didn't think. I mean, at this point, I'm really wondering if I'm going to get those before the end of the year. And some of the ones that got sent them for review have them, so they're out there. I know the mail service, especially in the U.S., is not operating and is had a lot of issues, and don't get me started on that. Not blaming my local post office or my postal carriers, by the way. It is not them at all. That's the problem. It seems like the issues I run into are from the distribution center in Nashville. That's where all my problems with USPS generally stem. They actually lost one of my prescriptions temporarily that was being sent through the mail last month, and so they had to send another one, and oddly enough I got both prescriptions in the same day. So she looked and she's like, it looks like it's lost, so we'll resend it. And then I got both of them. So either I'm dubious it was actually lost, but I know I'm not the only one dealing with that right now, and that is an issue that, another fox, that is an issue that really should be looked at. But they're just dragging their feet, so. Don't get me started. Like I said, my local post carrier, he's great. I see him get started in the morning at like 8, 9 o'clock, and then I guess I'm towards the start of his route, and so I'll see him finishing up at like, it's after dark. It's like 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. So even in a small town, he is working a lot of hours and put a lot of miles on his car, because while our town itself, the citizens within the city limits, is less than 1,000, there are probably 2 to 3,000 people that actually have my town listed as their town that they reside in. So it's very complicated. Like, there's some people that have my town on their address, but we're right on the edge of a county. They're over on the other side, they're across the line into the other county, and so their kids have to go to the school in that county instead of, even though they have my town's address. It's really bizarre. It makes no sense to me. Sounds like something that everybody made a lot of more complicated, probably due to money reasons. I'm not feeling particularly uh optimistic about government these days, if you can't tell. These are so cute. I so need a sweater with a fox on it. I really do. But that's all I'm gonna say, because I don't want to get into a debate with people. I'm just tired. Let's just say it like that. I'm just tired. tired of things that make no sense being made priority and everything else just staying the same and slowly getting worse. I'm going to save most of that for probably a color in chat. Love that picture. Shocking no one. There's quite a few pictures in these books, which is really cool. Oop. Looks like there's some blanks in this one. Alright, and the other one I picked up from her, I have wanted for forever. It's been on my wish list, and I just, each time I've like stuck a few in my cart here and there, I end up passing over it. And I finally said, I'm getting a couple other Jen Racine books, so we're going to get this one too. And this is Uncommonly Cute Animals. And so these are really uncommon animals that are adorable and unusual. Now I know Tammy has this book as well, and I'm trying to think. I think Haley does too. So I might be hitting them up for some buddy colors in this. So here's the Pygmy Three-Toed Sloth. It usually gives like a little fact, a couple little facts about each one. Of course, an axolotl. And it would help if I put it up here so y'all can actually see it. And the eye, which looks very terrified in that picture. These look like very simple pictures, not overly complicated. The largest rodent in the world. My mother probably would not be thrilled to see one of those. Sounds like a squeaky toy. Now I kind of want to go to YouTube and search for a desert rain frog just to hear it. A fennec fox. That'll be a good one for February. I don't know if uncommonly cute would be my term for this, but some people probably find it cute, so. That is a very fat squirrel. My goodness. He looks like a basketball. That is wild looking. Of course, I love any book that actually gives name to the creatures just so I can, if I want to color them like they are in nature, I can. A tree ocelot. So I do plan to try to put out some videos this weekend. Again, because of being in a coloring slump and kind of a video slump, I just haven't been doing a lot of videos. But I am going to try to do some this weekend. Trying to decide what I want to do. Like, I did buy some planners for next year. I was thinking about maybe... That's so cute. I was thinking of maybe doing a video, maybe just tomorrow. I know it's Thanksgiving and most people will be busy, but I may go ahead and do one. And I may show you guys what I'm going to try to do some goal planning next year and actually keep up with a paper planner. That is not cute. That will be the last picture I color in this book. I can tell you that right now. Especially if it's a jumping spider. No, thank you. But I will color him. A sun bear. But I thought I would show you guys what, I'm not going to do a lot of planning videos. I'm not going to have the time or the capacity to do that. Plus, a lot of my stuff, unless I code it, I write it in a code, a lot of my stuff's going to be work related, and I don't really, want to put all my business out on video form. But I might do like a monthly planning or quarterly goal planning just to show you guys like what my goals are and stuff like that. We might look at that or something. But no, I'm not going to be doing a ton of planning videos. I just want to show you guys with the Black Friday sales that are coming up and things like that. Some of the stuff's marked down, so might be a good time to show you guys what I have planned, and then that way, what I have planned to plan, and that way if you want to do that as well. So let me flip over to the computer and show you guys the 2 digital books that I bought from, and both of these are from Coloring Book Cafe. So see you in a moment. Alright, now for the second part of this video. I purchased a couple digital books from Coloring Book Cafe, specifically the some Morgana Skye books. I will also put the link to the paperback version that should be available on Amazon. So the first one up is Christmas Animals. And both of these, I don't 100% know if they're like new releases or fairly new releases. So I just couldn't resist. I think the Morgana Skye books from Coloring Book Cafe are probably my favorite. I love this one with the little, I'm assuming this is a ferret. And then the little stuffed ferret, I think that's adorable. Love his little glasses. I just thought this was so cute. That little pig. Y'all knew as soon as I saw the cat in this one. He's so smug with his little cookies and his toys and his fancy little scarf. Which I love the bunny. These are just really cute. I love the squirrels decorating his antlers. Or her antlers, I guess, could be. And then this one where there's more scarf than penguin. Super cute. And of course, another kitty who's not particularly thrilled, I think, with his antlers. His little stuffed animal makes it okay, though. I thought this one was really cute. I think that's one of those animals that was in the Uncommonly Cute Animals. I can't remember the name of it now. Oh boy. We've got a lot of loose dogs running around in town right now. Okay, so sorry, that was the end of Christmas Animals. Sorry if you heard that barking in the background. This other one is Cute Winter, also by Morgana Skye. I did print these out in the little 6x6 grids that I typically do with digital books right now. Love this one with the little hat. But I figured it would be a lot easier just to show the full-size pictures. So, of course, this one also has animals in it, which is adorable. Very cute. Made a bunny shaped a bunny man, I guess, instead of a snowman. Oh my gosh, I love like little corgis. I've always wanted a little corgi, but I figured with all the cats that probably would be a nightmare. So, not to mention Leroy, really in particular, is absolutely terrified of dogs. So I wouldn't want to do that to them. That would just be mean. All right. So those are the two Morgana Skye books I picked up. Like I said, I will try to link. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I will try to link both the paperback book and the digital versions in the descriptions for the books. Now I'm trying to stretch. So I might do a quick video tomorrow on what I have for planning for next year. Just because, like I said, I know Black Friday sales on some of the different companies that I'm going with their planners. They are having some Black Friday sales, so I figure I'll go ahead and kind of show y'all what I've got. And of course, I bought the stuff before realizing it was going on sale. I figures. Friday, I will get back to my coloring book collection, I hope, and or Saturday. And then hopefully Sunday I can do a coloring chat. So we shall see. So thanks guys for watching. Again, sorry I've just been kind of missing in action a lot these last few months. But it's got to get better, right? Like at some point it's got to get better. Thanks guys, and bye for now.